today.
It is what I mean. Like,
dude, I feel like this is the direction that Austin wants to go one day. He secretly wants to become a political air pilot. You know what I mean? What?
Can I tell you about what happened today?
Can we do a political compass test?
I don't want to.
Political. I want to see what I am. Political compass test. Let me see. What happened during this day? What happened today?
I had a crazy day.
Alright, is this it? If economic... Oh my god, these words are ridiculous. If economic globalization is inevitable... I'm already falling asleep. It should primarily serve humanity rather than the interest of transnational corporations. Dude, this is boring as hell. Do I really have to answer this? I don't know what this means.
I don't think... No, you don't have to do it.
Let me see. If economic globalization, that means globalization of the economy, where the economy is growing at a rapid rate through globalization, which means like McDonald's are everywhere, right? instead of small mom and pop shops, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interest of transnational corporations. I strongly disagree, right?
What?
Well, but is stop. Is interest of transnational corporations I'm getting question mark. This is bad. Like, okay, so oh my god. Mom. I don't know. I'm calling my mom. Help. So
What? Go ahead. Explain your thought process.
alright, why don't you just look at chat while I do this?
Okay.
Alright? Chat, I will not look at you at all. You and Maya are talking.
Hey.
Alright? This is you and Maya. I am not I cannot see chat. Okay? So let me do this whole test by myself. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interest. I'm going to strongly disagree because I saw chat. I'd always support my country whether it was right or wrong. I strongly disagree. That's a dumbass question.
Clicked agree.
Oh.
No, hello?
Our race has many superior qualities.
Matt, you just go up. Read the question and then go to the answer. I always there you go.
No one chooses their country or birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. I mean, I disagree. You can be proud of it. Who the hell cares? Our race has many superior qualities compared with other races. What the fuck? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Okay, so if this is me, and this is my enemy, then that guy's enemy is my friend. Because he's enemies with him.
That made it so much more confusing
than that I would agree. I would agree.
Okay. Sure, that's fine.
But then again, how do I know he's my friend? That's a dumb question. That's a stupid thing. How do I really know you're my friend? I'm going to disagree.
Okay.
Military action that defies international laws is sometimes justified. Sure.
Like what?
Like, what happens if there's an alien spaceship that's in, like, the middle of the Pacific West that we need to help? If we need to go do something, we need to go do something.
Okay.
There is now a worrying fusion of information there is now a worrying fusion of information entertainment. Yeah, Hassan streams. Did I fail?
You're not done.
People are ultimately divided more by class than by nationality. I would say I agree.
Okay.
Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. They go hand in hand. Inflation should rise at a percent of about 2% per year. That's a good rise for inflation. However, with the inflation rise and also employment in itself, they usually fluctuate together. So I would probably say that I wish there was a button where I could say blah, 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 but the answer is blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulations. Agreed. Fuck corporations! From each according to his ability to each according to his need is a fundamentally good idea. What? From each according to his ability, to each according to his need. What does that mean?
I don't know.
His ability and his need.
Communism.
So does it mean like...
Marx.
So do I like communism? No.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The freer the market, the freer the people. I disagree. There should be regulations on the market. 100%. To say that there should be no regulations, I think is ridiculous. There should be regulations. Now, am I going to say that there should be no regulations or tons of regulations? I don't really know. This is kind of a very open question that is very difficult to answer. It's a sad reflection on our society that something as basic as drinking water is now bottled, branded consumer product. I don't give a fuck. People have water fountains if they cry about it. Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought and sold. Shut up. It is regularable. Like, what do you think this is?
Regrettable.
Like this isn't Farmville where you get a plot of land and you get to do whatever you want. Like, this is not how life works. I'm sorry. It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contributing nothing to their society. Is that my fault? Is that really my fault? No. Sorry that people are dumb. Protecticism is sometimes necessary in any trade. Yes. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver a profit to its shareholders. Disagreed. There is a lot of social responsibilities that companies should have. They should do a certain amount of charitable work that is a requirement, or some kind of things. They should do good stuff for the world and for you.
Big time.
The rich are too highly taxed. Agreed.
Really? Well, no, I didn't mean to... Whatever you think.
I don't know. Those with the ability... yeah, I would agree. No, I would disagree. Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. Ooh, uh-oh. 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 Look away, Maya. If you have more money, maybe this is going to be bad. Is this going to be bad?
If you have more money, what?
Then you should be able to have a higher standard.
Of what?
Life. Are we about to fight?
So if your best friend from home that wasn't a streamer, who's like delivering pizzas, had no money, got the same heart condition that you did,
yeah,
you think that because you have a ton of money, you should get a better cardiologist than he should get?
Life's a bitch, and then you die. Let me ask you a question, Maya. So then, if we're all gonna get the best cardiologist, who gets the worst cardiologist?
What?
Answer the question.
Can you rephrase?
You said, say what you just said again.
If we all get the best cardiologist, who gets the worst cardiologist?
Well, because you just said that why does your friend deserve a worse cardiologist than you? Okay, well then who gets the worst cardiologist if we all get the best cardiologist?
I'm saying that...
Because if we all have the best cardiologist, probably the wait's going to be a lot longer.
I'm saying that the quality of your medical care shouldn't be based on your socioeconomic status.
Then what should it be based on? Like
I think everyone should have access to high quality medical care.
Right, but this isn't saying high quality. This is saying higher standards. I agree that everyone should have high quality medical care, but this is saying higher standards of medical care.
I think if there's a little kid with leukemia who his family has no money, I think he should have access to the highest quality medical care possible to take care of him. Even if there's another kid that's just his age and his family has a ton of money.
Well, Maya, it's like the idea of if everything's good, then nothing's good. if everyone gets the highest quality of care, how is everyone going to get the highest quality of care? It can't happen. Some people are not going to be able to get the highest quality of care. It's just not possible.
I understand, but I'm saying that shouldn't be based on your socioeconomic status.
So what should it be based on then? If we're going to go off of any base, what should it be based on?
I don't know.
Exactly, that makes no sense. So therefore, the easiest way to do it is through social standards or with money.
I think you run into a lot of problems doing it based on that.
Like what? Yes, there is problems, but there's always going to be problems. There's very micro, small things that we can't control, and it's never going to be a perfect system. But I do believe that is the easiest way to go about it. There's always going to be problems.
The U.S. got a take on this because literally everybody else does it better than we do.
Wait, this is fun. Holy shit. Dude, I'm the next Hassan. This is sick. I'm sexy.
I cannot read what they're saying.
They're saying I'm right. See, here's my thing. Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. I'm not saying that I do believe that everyone should have access to medical care, and there should be a standard of medical care. But how are we going to, what system would we possibly do to make sure that the kids who don't have money always get the highest standard? There's always going to be some kind of hierarchy. There's no possible way to make everyone get the highest standard, because that means that only the best doctors are getting people, and no one else is getting anyone. There would be a queue time of about, like 10,000. It would make no sense whatsoever.
I understand what you're saying.
Oh my God.
I still disagree with what you're saying, but I understand what you're saying.
That is cool. Holy shit. Nice. That was awesome. That was awesome. All right, next question. Those with the ability to pay should have higher access to higher standards. I agree. So after all that, I do agree, because the reality is I don't know what other system that I could really think of that would allow, that would stop this system from being there. This doesn't say I don't think that anyone should have any medical care, but this is saying that the only real other answer is that if you have more money and if you have a higher standard of medical care, that's how it works. There's not really anything else to do. This is fun. Next question. Governments should penalize businesses that mislead the public. Oh, 100%. I strongly agree.
How?
What?
How
should they penalize them?
Yeah.
Taxes? Something? Fees?
Sure.
If you do something wrong like that, if you're going to lie to the public about your thing, if you're going to lie about a drug and you say that it's wrong, I wouldn't even mind if death to your business.
Okay, cool.
That's wrong. A genuine free market requires restrictions of the ability of predator multinationals to create Help me. This is big. What is this? Monopolies? Multinational. What does this mean? A genuine free market Dude, free markets are the dumbest thing ever. There has to be regulations and rules. Free markets don't work. Even World of Warcraft doesn't have a free market. A genuine free market requires restrictions of the ability of predator multinational. Oh wait, it does have a free market, kind of. Am I gonna get in trouble?
I don't know why you have chat turned, because you've been reading it.
No, I just been seeing their question marks. A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predator multinationals to create monopolies. What does this mean essentially?
Like, to have a free market, big boys need to be big boys need to have rules.
Big corporations do need to have rules.
Check, thank you, sir.
100%. Big corporations need rules and regulations. There is just nothing else to it. This is kind of fun. I could see how old people like doing this.
You have like 6 pages of this, you know that, right?
That's fine. This is fun. I'm actually enjoying this. Oh my god. Abortion when the woman's life is not threatened should always be illegal. Oh my god. I don't know if I should answer this.
I think I know your answer to this, but... Go ahead. Why? What are you doing?
Let me just think. See, the problem with questions like this, when it says always, right? There are always going to be situations where I do believe that it would make sense.
Okay, so there's your answer. The question says always.
You know what I mean? Like, do I think it should be done if the mom has social, like they're middle class or whatever, and they just fucked up and they had a kid? I think that they should have the kid because I think that it's a child. But if they're like living in the slums, the kid's gonna have a terrible life. The parents are gonna be fucked and they're not gonna do anything right, and they're gonna make the kid miserable and depressed, and he's gonna live a horrible life and be shit. And the parents don't have money, or you know what I mean?
I do. I think you should just answer it. This is really painful. Can you just...
Is it? What would you say?
That I disagree.
Chad, what would you say? Bushido, you're not getting anyone laid anyway. Like, why are you talking? I'm going to hit disagree, and the reason why is the word always. It just like it doesn't make, like, I do think that if a woman is going to have a kid, that she should have a kid, right, for the most part. But I do think that it's always is such a dumb word, because the reality is it's not always going to be like that. Like there's going to be systems or issues or problems or things that it's not going to be an always for me. It just makes no sense. That word itself deters this. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. All authority should be questioned. Mom. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I hate the dentist. What?
You strongly agree that all authority should be questioned?
Authority should be questioned 100%, yeah. Okay. Don't trust anybody. Okay. Ever. Authority, in my personal opinion, most people are not doing authority for a good reason. Most of them are trying to do it because they want power, or they want like pretty much just power. So always question authority, because they usually just want power. They don't. I typically think that they don't always want to help people. They just want power. So you should always question people, right? An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. What the fuck does this mean?
Do you know the phrase "an eye for an eye"?
Yeah, it means if you shoot me, I shoot you. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's stupid. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters. Wait. Don't ever listen to me. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any
That's just theaters, isn't it?
Why is there an R? Theatres. Oh, it's theaters. Where was I? Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. Should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. Oh, so it's saying like, we should not be able to. Chat, I didn't leak anything. I'm moving in like a week. 1, 2, I didn't leak. I live in Round Rock. Good one. Everyone knows that. I don't get it. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters. So that means taxpayers should not pay for theaters or museums that cannot survive in general. I would disagree. I think that I don't think it's really that important of a thing and that bad, and museums and stuff like that. Meow. That's just my opinion. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. Does that mean mandatory? Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. Yeah, I strongly disagree. You should always go to school. All people have their rights, but it is better for all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. Wow. Good parents sometimes. I totally disagree with this. I mean, 1, come on, bro. But 2, I feel that the more diverse you are with your friends, and the more like diverse cultures and stuff like that you learn, the better socially you are as a person, and you're more adapted to cultures and adapted to society. You know what I mean? Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. Uh-oh. You were raised different than I was.
Were you spanked?
Yes, I got hit.
Really?
Yes. I used to get whipped with a belt.
Really?
Yeah. Until I went to school. That's like what? If I was your kid, you're telling me you wouldn't whip me?
No, I would not.
Pussy. I would just call you a pussy straight up.
I would never hit a child. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
I used to get whoosh, but I was so annoying. Like, that's the thing. I only learned by the belt.
Well, if you'd like to use anecdotal evidence, I was never.
Yeah, and who came out better? Who has more viewers?
Yikes. Oof. Who finished college?
You. Who didn't use their college degree? You.
Who has a job?
Whose job doesn't get paid? Yours.
Whose job contributes more to society?
Mine, because I make depressed people happy. True.
Who saves lives?
Me. You know how many $3 TTS donations I've gotten? People saying that I've saved their life?
Oh my god.
It's just facts. Sorry. I'm a king. I'm a hero. Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. This is a bad one. This is tough. This is so hard.
If we had a kid together.
That's the end of stream chat. I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later.
If you spanked my child, ooh.
I'm gonna spank my kids.
Fuck that. No, you're not.
With a whip. Yes, I am.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Yes, I am. What?
No,
how else are they gonna learn?
Not.
What am I gonna do? Give them a Grand Theft Auto and say go play it? Like go learn? Like no, they're gonna learn. But
No, they're not.
All right, fine. A BB gun. Airsoft gun. I'll go easy on them. In the butt. Or we either that or we do brass knuckles. Nerf gun. Fine, Nerf gun. We'll end it there.
Why'd you say that?
What? All right, we'll play Suey with them.
What's that?
You never played Suey?
No.
So it's a tennis ball, and when you have to hit it on the wall, and then you have to hit them if they get messed up. You never played Suey? God, you didn't have a childhood. Chat, did you guys play Suey when you were a kid? With the pink ball, because the tennis ball sucked. You had to get the pink balls, especially. Wall ball, that's it.
I played wall ball.
Burn ball, that was it. We had to play burn ball. Burn ball, baby.
Are you dead serious? You'd spank your kid? Would you actually? We've never talked about it.
My kid's gonna be a retard. My kid's gonna be fucked up. He's gonna be running around screaming and yelling at the age of 32.
You're dodging.
No, I'm not.
You're dead serious? You're gonna spank your kids?
No. I couldn't. If I had to torture my kids, I would just have them listen to Titterman's jokes. I wouldn't be able to spank them. There's just no way.
These tests are already garbage as is. It makes it so much more inaccurate that I'm sitting here with him. Because I'm 100% swaying his answers.
You're not.
I'm not doing it on purpose, but, like, you're worried about making me upset.
Yeah, but that's what women do. They just sway answers for men. Let me focus. All right. Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. No. It's natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents. Yes. Fuck yeah, dude. You shouldn't tell your parents everything. I'm not gonna tell my parents everything. I don't give a shit. This is weird. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not. What? Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. Well, I mean, as someone who sold weed and got in trouble with it, do I think that it should be a criminal offense? I'm gonna disagree with this. Because I do believe that it should be a criminal offense if you're under the age of 21.
So should not be so you agree?
Oh. I think that you should be at least 18 or 21 to smoke weed. I do not think you should be fucking 14 years old. Wait, but that's not the question.
Wait. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. What? So he agrees.
But they're saying that that's not the question.
What?
They're saying the question is just, in general, should it be a criminal offense? But the answer, I'm going to disagree. I do not think weed should be illegal.
Am I losing my mind? Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. You agree that it should not be a criminal offense. Okay. Let's move on.
Okay, so then the answer is I agree.
Right.
I think that medical marijuana
Welcome back.
Medical marijuana. Marijuana should be legal as long as you're over the age of 21. That's what my personal opinion. But like coke and stuff like that, coke, smack, crack, ease, weed, and CDs.
I got so sad when Trump brought up Biden's son. I felt really bad.
Why, is Biden's son dead?
No, the drug problem. I felt really bad for his son. That sucked.
The prime functions of schooling should be to equip the future generations to find jobs. I disagree. You know why I disagree?
Why?
Because I personally believe that the future generation of finding jobs is not going to be finding jobs. I think that the future is going to be a lot of people we're going to need at one point. We're going to need a universal income, because in general people are going to lose their jobs more and more, and that people are going to the way that people's jobs are now, it's all going to be done by robots and stuff in the next like 20, 30, 40 years. And that instead of equipping people for the future generation to find jobs, they need to equip children with being happy and also just being able to function in a society, rather than focusing on trying to make them do jobs and stuff like that and learning.
What do you mean by universal income? Like everyone, there's like a big pool of money and then everybody gets income?
Yeah.
So you want communism?
Is that what communism is? Uh-oh. If that's the case, then yes.
So you want socialism?
Yeah, sure. Whatever it is that where people have to have a base income so they can survive, I think the answer is yes. Whatever it is, I want it.
Interesting.
Because I think that in the next 20, 30 years, that kids today are not going to be getting jobs that we have right now. They're going to be getting other jobs. Like, tech jobs are not going to be there as much because people are going to have a lot of tech jobs are going to be done by robots and programs and stuff like that. So universal income, I think, is really important. And
what's the difference between communism and socialism?
Who's going to program the robots? Michael Reeves. Am I being dumb? I don't know. I mean, these are just my opinions. Jeez. All my mods are telling me this is a bad idea to do on stream. Fuck off. These are my opinions. What? Am I not allowed to talk about my opinions on stream? Doesn't Hassan do that 9 hours a day? I think this is completely fine. I like 5 of my mods being like, dude, don't do this on the stream. What? Who cares? These are my opinions. People with serious and inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. Do you want kids?
Mm-hmm.
People with serious and heritable disabilities should not be able to reproduce.
Wait, what about what's the difference between UBI and communism?
With this question, I'm going to disagree. I think. Because the reason why I'm going to disagree is...
Sorry.
I think that if just because you have an inheritable disability doesn't necessarily mean someone else is going to have that disability. And also, 1, 2, disabilities don't necessarily mean that you're going to hate your life and be miserable. There are a lot of disabilities like, you know, autism or other stuff like that you're going to... It'll be fine. As long as they don't have a micro penis, you should be okay. But yeah, I think that you should be able to reproduce, right? I did. Inheritable. Oh. What would you say for this answer?
I'm done talking.
I still disagree. I would still disagree. I think that a lot of disabilities are fine. I would disagree.
Chat question. Okay, I understand why they're different, but the thing that I remember when I was like, you have like a big pot of income and then everybody gets whatever.
The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. Disagree. I totally disagree. Children should learn to... Discipline's one thing, but there's discipline and then there's like respect. But what is the most important thing for children to learn? How am I supposed to be able to come up with this on the fly and say I know the most important thing for children to learn? I don't have fucking kids. How the hell am I supposed to learn? If you know my answer, if I always think dumb like Smite, like what do I think? I'm not like, am I gonna say discipline is the most important thing? Like they should be able to, but discipline and respect are the same thing. But if you're gonna take discipline, right? The most important thing is discipline. And then there's also respect. But what do both of these things come from? It's critical thinking. Right? Critical thinking, in my personal opinion, is more important than discipline and respect because these two are slumped up into this. If you're able to critically think and you're able to think well, you're able to have discipline and respect in itself and a lot of other things because you're able to function and think as a normal human being rather than just have respect or discipline. You know what I mean? So I think the most important thing that a kid should have is critical thinking. Is to be able to think, to adapt and think it's on its own. Not to discipline. Discipline means nothing. That just means you're able to say, yes, sir. You know? There are no savage... No, that's not true. There are no savage and civilized peoples. There are only different cultures. Huh? There are no savage or civilized people. There are only different cultures. I mean, you have some cultures where it's kind of hard. There are, see, like, I don't know. Are there any savage and civilized peoples? What if there's just like a community of people that are just, you know, coming alive and dying? Wow. I don't know. Like cannibalism, for example.
Matt.
What?
Could you just move a little quicker through it? Just.
Why? What page are we on? Oh, fuck. I mean, these questions are hard, Maya. What do you mean move a little quicker?
Are you not stressed out about that?
What do you mean stressed out?
Nothing. I just worry.
You're just worried that what? I'm gonna get canceled?
I worry that, I don't know.
I feel like, is this bad that I'm doing it? I don't know. I really don't think this is bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to hide everything? Like, or not show my opinions on things? I ain't stupid. There are no savage and civilized people. I wish there was like a I don't know because I don't really get this question. There are only different cultures. I'm just going to disagree and move on. Those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society support. Those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's support. So this is pretty much going to what I said, where if you're willing to do absolutely nothing and you don't want a job, then that means that you... But this goes to what I said, that why... So for universal income, right? If I wanted universal income, you wouldn't have to work and you could refuse opportunities and you would receive society support based on universal income, right? So therefore... Right? I would say, like, I still think universal income is something that is super important that needs to be done in the next few years. And I do believe that this is almost what the model should be. There is opportunities, there is work, but you shouldn't have to work. I love leeches. So I would agree, right? Right? Or disagree. I disagree. When you are troubled, it's better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things. No. What? When you're troubled, you just hide it and keep moving? That's dumb. You should face it head on.
I agree.
First generation immigrants can never be fully integrated within their new country. First generation immigrants can never be fully integrated within their new country. I disagree with that 100%. What? So I guess it's a strong disagree. Right? What's good for the most successful corporations? The reason why I completely disagree with this is not just for high roading or whatever for America, but a lot of first generation immigrants and stuff like that are more society wise and I feel, and maybe more work wise, just they contribute more to society than the average because they're grateful and they're thankful and they're willing to put in the work and everything. You know what I mean? They contribute way more than the average. So that's why I would say 100% that it's strong disagree. I wouldn't say that just a high road or whatever. It's just my personal opinion.
My dad moved here when he was 17.
What's good for the most successful corporations is always ultimately good for all of us. Hell no. No broadcasting institution, however independent its content, should receive public funding. I'm going to disagree on that. PBS is amazing. Is it not? And who cares? What's wrong with public funding? If the public wants to fund it, what's wrong with them funding it? Obviously, if they want to fund it, then it deserves to be up. You know what I mean? Like, what, are they not supposed to receive any funding? If people want PBS and they fund it because they say, I love PBS, it's just like thinking, you know what I mean? Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counter-terrorism. Oh, I don't know what the hell that means.
CT.
What does that even mean? Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. I don't know what that means. What does it mean?
Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. Like, people keeping track of what we do to stop terrorism in the future for our country. Like NSA shit.
Oh, man, I'm American as hell. A significant advantage of a one-party state is that it avoids all the arguments that delay progress in a democratical... These questions are starting to get really hard.
Do you disagree with that?
One parties? Well, don't we have two parties now? Well, we have two big parties, right?
The big
TwitchCon
boys.
2018. Let's see, it's Republican and Democrats, right?
Those are the names.
So I would disagree. Although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need to be worried. Do people need to care that they're on camera? What is freedom? You know?
God bless America. Land that I love.
Only wrongdoers need to be worried. I'm going to disagree. Because I feel like, see, the thing is with this, it's so... How would I say the word? It is, in my personal opinion, it is only wrongdoers need to be worried. This is such a broad sentence. That's not true. In a lot of cases, there's going to be times where non-wrongdoers need to be worried, where their privacy is being, taken advantage of or things like that. Do I think that it's good that we're getting more technology that's making it surveillance easier? Of course. But in some situations, not all, but in some situations, of course, we are going to need to be worried. You know? The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. Oh my god. Do I think the death penalty should exist? I don't know. I really wish there was like I don't know. I wish you could just like not. Do you have to answer this question? I don't know. Is what I would say. Is it gonna tell me I have to answer it? Agree, pussy. I don't really know the answer. I feel like I don't have the research or the you know what I mean? Like this is a pretty serious question. I don't know. Yeah, this is probably the hardest question we've had so far. I feel like everything else has been too tough. This question's really hard. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna skip it.
But you can't.
I didn't. I just put the answer, then I moved on.
Okay.
Because that question is going to stir up a lot of controversy, and I don't really know the answer. I'm not scrolling up. Pussy? No, I'm being smart, chat.
Did you randomly select, or did you select?
No, I put what I think, but I don't really know the answer.
Okay.
In a civilized society, one must always have people above to be obeyed and people below to be commanded. So there always has to be order, essentially. In a civilized society.
Sure, I guess.
One must always have people above. That's weird. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything shouldn't be considered art at all. That's not true. Everything's art. In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. I disagree. It is a waste of time to try to rehabilitate some criminals. I disagree. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. I disagree. Mothers may have careers, but their first duty is to be homemakers. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant genetic resources of developing countries. Chat, we are way past the age of the 19 whatevers where mothers' first careers were homemakers. We are way past. There's a lot of homemakers nowadays that are fathers. There's nothing wrong with that. You know? Like, I would be a homemaker, or what is it?
A home wrecker?
Multinational companies are unathletically, holy shit. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant genetic resources of developing countries. What's the plant genetic resources?
Plants.
Fuck it. Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity. What's the establishment?
GMOs. Palm oil. Making peace with the establishment is like authority, like the way things work.
Making peace? Fuck peace.
The government.
Astrology accurately explains many things. We all know that's true. You cannot be moral without religion. That's obviously true. Okay, well, this page is a joke. Strong disagree, strong disagree. Charity is better than Social Security as a means of helping the genuinely disadvantaged. Charity is better than Social Security? What does that mean? What's Social Security?
Why are they question marking?
I don't know.
Charity versus taxes.
charity's not always the best. A lot of charities suck. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Not all charities, but some charities do suck. So I don't really think that's true. Charity is better. Like, who knows? You know what I mean? Some charities really fucking suck. Some people are naturally unlucky. Yeah. I would say the answer is no. Actually, I don't think people are naturally unlucky.
I don't believe in luck.
I don't believe in luck. I just think that it's almost like a mindset. It could be. I don't really think someone's naturally unlucky. Like, I don't think E-Rob is naturally like someone's. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you're not naturally unlucky.
He's just cursed.
I don't know. Have you seen Eric? I have. But do you like? What do you think? Like some like third party thing in the sky is telling E-Rob that he's.
It's a curse. It's. No, I don't believe in any of that either.
Yeah.
I think with E-Rob is just the way he is.
Sex outside marriage is usually immoral. Oh, these are easy. These are the good questions. A same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of child adoption. I disagree. Pornography depicting consenting adults should be legal for the adult population? What?
Should porn be legal?
Oh. Hell yeah. What the hell kind of question is that? I went back. What kind of question is that? A same-sex couple should fucking always be able to adopt. What kind of question is that? That's such a boomer mindset. Same-sex couple should... I already clicked strongly disagree a while ago. I changed it the second I put it. Idiots.
Idiots? You sound like Tyler.
There's some gay couples that are from Jersey that I knew that they're my neighbors. And they had a kid, and that kid turned out better than I did.
My brother and his husband adopted a cat today.
Oh, yeah, that's big.
His name is Toby.
Oh, wait, they're saying read it. Wait, a same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded.
Oh, that's right.
No, that's right. Should not be excluded from the possibility of child. What did I do wrong, huh? Chat. Huh? What goes on in a private bedroom between consenting adults is no business of the state.
Report your case.
Well, what happens if I do my taxes in the bedroom? So I disagree. It doesn't say exactly what goes on in the bedroom. No one can feel naturally homosexual.
What? Oh, you gotta convince yourself or something?
No one can feel naturally homosexual. Isn't homosexuality normal? Natural? I don't. These days, openness about sex has gone too far. Only on the Austin show. Alright, are we good?
Yep.
Chat, after a long-awaited match of doing this, let's finally see what we are.
Wait, go up. What the heck?
Chat?
No.
I am watching a bounty. We are watching the Walking Dead trailer, chat. Okay, here we go. What is this? I am... Drum roll, please. What am I? That's not it? What about this? What?
Keep scrolling.
Uh-oh. Am I a libtard? No! 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 Damn it, chat. No. I'm exactly what corporations want. No. I'm what Twitch always wanted to be. No. Son of a bitch.
Do it again with my... Oh, no. Okay.
So I'm left? That's what it means? Well, I'm not like fully left. It's not like I'm down left, you know what I mean? I'm like, you know, like center field.
Most of the tasks. Most of the tasks.
Well,
Politics are scary.
I have now learned that I am a leftist or whatever it is. So, is that what I am? Was that test bad, chat? Can we tell my mods that that wasn't a bad thing that I just did? I feel like that really wasn't that bad.
The only reason that I don't like talking about politics is because I don't know anything about it and I don't follow it, and all of my political opinions and values are like just based on my own personal ethics, but not necessarily realistic or thoughtful. Like the thing that you were talking about with like the healthcare. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why I don't like talking about it on stream, because I just sound stupid. But it's just like, I don't know, as a person, like this is what I think.
I honestly thought that was kind of fun. Like, I like thinking. And do not listen to me at all, chat. Make your own opinions. That's all I could say. I know a lot of my opinions were quote-unquote safe, but they were my opinions. Make your own opinions. Don't listen to me. You know how dumb I really am. Come on. You know how stupid I am. But I think it was important for me to do. I know a lot of people were saying, Miz, you shouldn't do that, like on stream and blah, blah, blah. But I don't think it's bad that you know my opinions. What am I supposed to do? Hide myself forever on stream? It's not like I'm like, I don't think I had any real crazy bad opinions that were like.
No, you did nice.
I had some pretty normal opinions.
You did a good job.
What do you guys think, chat? Did I do good? Do you think I'll get on Hassan's auto host?
You guys think about my day now?
Alright, chat, let's play Mario Kart. Everyone choose a controller.
Bye.